9:12 a.m. It is 9:21 a.m. I just fed the downstairs cats their breakfast. Right now I am going to feed Boo. And so today he is getting raw food. He's getting the Nature's Variety Instant Raw chicken bites. He's also getting like a tablespoon of the Nature's Variety dry food. And I want to transition him over to a more raw food diet like the other cats. The other cats pretty much eat raw all the time except for some dry food that they get during the day. So I'm going to give him this and let's see if he likes it. Also, I spent some time in his room this morning just hanging out with him, and he did drink a lot of water, so I didn't add any additional water to this or anything. Good morning, Boo. Would you like to eat some breakfast? I have some food for you. It's like room service, right? Room service for cats. Okay, let me take your other bowl away. Move that over. Let's see if he eats it. Eat your food, Boo. So I was giving him dry food in a separate bowl than his wet food, but now I'm just gonna mix it in. Now that he's back from his second trip to the vet and all the flea medication has been kicked in, we know that he's been neutered and he's also gotten all of his shots and tests. Now I could start introducing him to other parts of the house. I can't introduce him to the other cats yet because I'm waiting for 2 of the test results to come back in. Those are either going to come in today or on Monday. And once I get those results, and then we'll know how to proceed with that. 10 a.m. It is 10 a.m. and I am putting out half a can of cat food for Hydrox. There's still dry food in the feeder, so I'm going to watch that today and see if I need to adjust the amount of food that the feeder dispenses. There's Boo in the window. Hey, Boo. And there's Stella in the door. Hey, Stella. So I'm just now starting to go through a bunch of the stuff that I brought back from CatCon in August. I mean, that was like 2 months ago. Like, it's crazy how fast the weeks go by. And as I'm going through the stuff, I'm looking at it, I'm reading it, and I'm making piles of you know, what I could toss and what I could keep and stuff like that. And Stella, I guess she smells some catnip on this stuff because, you know, I had some catnip toys in the bags. Yeah, so she's been rolling all around in it. Now Simba has discovered the catnip. It is 2:45 p.m. and I just got back from running some errands. One of the things that I had to do was go pick up more raw food for the cats. As of this morning, Boo is officially on a raw food diet. I received a phone call from the vet just hours ago with the results of his blood test yesterday. They tested him for feline leukemia and FIV, which is like the feline equivalent of HIV. And he came back testing negative for feline leukemia and positive for FIV. I know of people who have detoxed the HIV virus completely out of their system. And if people could do it with HIV, cats can do it with FIV. And I'm really curious to see how well this goes once I put him on a detox program and a new protocol. So because of that, I bought a bunch of raw food today. I have the Primal Nuggets for cats. This is the turkey formula. They love this. They have been eating this. I also picked up the Primal Nuggets for cats, the chicken and salmon formula. I picked this one up just to give them a little bit more variety in their diet. I also picked up another bag of the Nature's Variety Instinct Raw Chicken Bites, again, because they like these nuggets. There are 2 steps to successful detoxification. One step is to pull the toxins out of the body using the right foods and supplements to do that. The next step is to make sure that there are no new toxins going into the body, because you don't want to contribute to a toxin buildup. You want to get the toxins out of the body. So one of the first things that I'm doing with Boo is I am eliminating all plastic and metal dishes, whether it's for water, whether it's for food. He's going straight to glass, or in this case, ceramic. I picked these up at Home Goods today. These were in the baking section, and I think these are the perfect size for cats. These are small ceramic pie dishes. They are the perfect size for a cat dish. These are Il Molino. There's 4 in this pack. Each cat is going to get fed on one of these. It was $7.99 for 4 of these, so I thought that was a good deal. I also got this set of 4 mini pie dishes, and these are very, very similar ceramic pie dishes. Again, I thought they're a really great size for a cat dish. And this set of 4 was only $5.99, so it was an even better deal. Now, the downstairs cats have been eating all together on one community platter. What I am going to try to do, and I emphasize the word try, is feed them separate portions in separate dishes. I don't know if it's going to work because they're so used to eating off each other's dishes. But if I want to even try to control what they're consuming as far as food, nutrients, or supplements, that's what I'm going to have to do, because feeding them on one community platter, there's really no way to tell who's eating what. So I'm hoping that works. For Boo, it's going to be easier for the time being because he is eating separately. I've just portioned out the raw food for dinner. These are 4 dinner servings of the Nature's Variety Instinct Raw Bites. These are 1/2 cup servings because the bag says that for a 10-pound cat, adult maintenance is 1 cup per day, which means that would be a 1/2 cup in the morning and a 1/2 cup in the evening. So these are all 1/2 cup servings for the cats. Today I also picked up a new carrier at PetSmart. This is a PetMate 2-door kennel. It says for pets up to 20 pounds, miniature dachshunds, Maltese, Pekingese, and cats. And then it gives measurements of 11 inches tall by 19 inches long. It says there are 2 ways to enter or exit. And it's good for car travel or airline travel. The reason I got this one is because of the 2 doors. So you could put the cat in through the top or put the cat in through the front. Now, I bought this because Stella needs to go to the VET in 2 days. Because Boo tested positive for FIV, I now want to have Stella tested. None of the other cats have ever been tested for feline leukemia or FIV. So therefore, I am going to take Stella in and see how she tests. Her results should be accurate because she has been inside for well more than 60 days. And then based on her test results, I'll have a better idea of how I need to integrate the cats and whether I am going to have either of the kittens tested also. It is 3:01 p.m. I just happened to look out the window while I'm swapping out a battery in my camera, and Hydrox is eating food. So since Boo has been diagnosed FIV positive, chances are very, very good that Hydrox is also positive. And there we have it, the brand new 2-door PetMate carrier, fully assembled and ready to go. So when I was in PetSmart today, they had their dollar bin of cat toys, and I picked up this Kong infused catnip toy. It says it's infused with real catnip herb. Bursting scent of catnip entices play. Engaging wobble and treat dispenser. Tempting detachable feather teaser. Twist open to insert treats. Insert treats to extend playtime. So this is like one of those toys where you can insert treats inside of it, and then I guess this wand toy with a feather you could attach to the top of it, and then the cat can play with it. Now for $1, I thought this was an absolutely amazing deal, and I was thinking of Boo because he loves his feather toys, and he has never used one of those treat dispenser toys. The other cats have, and I thought he would really like to use this. So on the back, it says you unscrew the dispenser, you put some treats in, and you could screw the feather wand toy on the top. It says twist off top to open, fill tip and treat dish with dry cat food or favorite small treats. For treat dispensing fun, add a handful. For mealtime feeding, feed normal amount up to a ½ cup per filling. Twist top on tightly. Encourage cat to rock, tip and treat to dispense reward. For added fun, insert feather teaser into hole on top of tip and treat and twist until it locks in place. Hand wash only. Okay, so let's assemble this. So here are the 3 pieces. This is what it looks like. Here's the base. It's like a weighted base. And then here's the twist on top. And then here's the feather wand. I'm going to go wash this part off, and then I'm going to come back and maybe put a few treats in there with a little bit of dry food, and then give this to Boo to play with. It's 3:47 p.m. I just came into Boo's room, and he was sleeping on that red blanket on the love seat. I took a short nap on the love seat myself this morning, and I used that blanket, so it has my scent all over it. Boo! Boo, I have a toy for you, Boo! Okay, so this is the new Tippin' toy, the Kong Tippin' toy. It has some treats in it. It also has a little bit of dry food. Boo has no food left. So I just gave him the Tippin' toy to play with. He doesn't really know how to play with it. He's probably going to rub against it. Hello. Maybe he'll eventually smell the treats and figure out how to get them out. Boo's going to look in the hallway. Stella is maybe like 12 feet away. I don't know if he sees her or not. But basically, Boo's going to be in this room for another few more days. I might, if I could get the other cats downstairs and just shut them there, I might let Boo like wander around some other rooms upstairs. Now that he is like flea free, and I know he's not going to be spraying anything, but I don't want him interacting with the other cats yet until I know what the diagnosis is, like until I get Stella's test results back. Boo, what's that? What's down there? I see treats. What's this, Boo? Treats. You see the treats? I guess he doesn't smell the treats. What are the treats? Boo, there's treats down here. You see the treats? You smell the treats? I'm sure he'll eventually discover the treats, and he'll eventually discover how to use that toy. Stella has that similar toy, and she absolutely loves it. Boo's fur is so soft right now. So soft. Boo. Want the treat? Here. This is a treat, Boo. Boo. There's a treat. Look, there's a treat. Hello. Hello. Okay, you don't want the treats? I'll put the treat back in here. And the treat. There's a treat in there. There's a treat in there, Boo. So this is a it's a plastic water bowl. I'm sure it's like BPA free and stuff, but I will be replacing that with a ceramic water bowl. Boo is so happy to be home today. First of all, he loves this arch. Absolutely loves it. Sometimes one of the bottom pieces pops out, but he is super happy. He's rubbing up on everything today. Yeah, Boo is super happy to be here. It'll be really good once I could figure out how he needs to be integrated into the household with the rest of the cats. But at least I have a lot more knowledge today than I had yesterday. I still need to do a lot of research on his diagnosis because I believe in true health and not conventional medicine. I'm not saying the vets are wrong. I just don't believe in conventional ways of treating most diagnoses of so-called diseases. I hung the catnip donut on the bottom of this wiggly worm toy. Boo's having a good time playing with it. Tired, Boo? Yeah, he's catnip happy right now. Well, there's Boo. He was sitting on the red fleece throw again, but every time I turn the camera on, he feels like he has to get up and move around. Boo is rubbing up on everything today. He wants to sit in my lap, wants to lay down with his head on me. There you go. Good boy, Boo. Go take a nap. Yeah. Boo's a happy boy today. Hello, Boo. Boo, you're a happy boy. Happy boy. I just fell asleep on the love seat for I don't know how long. It's 6 p.m. right now. I was working on my computer, editing some video together, and I was just so comfortable, like ridiculously comfortable. And it was just a nice cool breeze coming out of the windows. So I just like kind of put my head down and laid on the love seat. And I totally forgot that the door was open. I mean, this gate was here. So like when I woke up, I was like, oh my god, where is everyone? And it was laying by the window. So here are the 4 bowls for the cats. They actually look like little pie dishes. The food is still a little cool, but not too cold. So I'm gonna feed these to the cats. I am going to put, I don't know, maybe like half a tablespoon of the crunchy dry food in each one. So here are the 4 little dishes with the cat food in them for the cat's dinner. So they each have a half cup of the frozen raw chicken bites. They have a half of a tablespoon of the Nature's Variety Instinct dry food, and they each have 1 plate of cat grass, which has been cut up into smaller pieces. I bought this container of cat grass at PetSmart today. Now this is wheatgrass, and wheatgrass is super healthy. I mean, that's why people do like wheatgrass shots and stuff like that. And there's powdered wheatgrass that I'll have in like a smoothie. Wheatgrass is super alkalizing to the system. So ideally I would like to figure out ways to work more greens into the cat's diet. Some people say that cats eat cat grass and then they throw up. That has not been my experience with these cats. They have enjoyed eating wheatgrass in the past. I just gave Stella and Simba their little plates, and look what they're doing. Look. They're eating out of the same one. I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. Come on, guys. Okay, maybe they just wanted to eat together, like closer to each other. I did not put Splashes down because I don't see Splash. See, they're swapping food bowls. How many times are they going to swap bowls while they eat? I did add a little bit of spring water to each one. So right now, the cats are on either filtered water or spring water. Simba is really enjoying it. I don't know if you could hear it. He's really loud. He's like lapping it up. So they just switched again. It looks like Simba licked up all the water in that one bowl. I really like these little pie pans that they're using right now. These ones are really cute, and I think they stack, whereas the other ones don't stack as nicely, and they don't have the same kind of slanted sides. Splash is under the trampoline. I just put the bowl of food under there to see if he would eat it. I just want to see what he does. There goes Stella. Happy girl, Stella? Did you enjoy your food? So I just fed Boo his dinner. Let's see if he eats it. It's the raw food. Do you like it, Boo? Eat your food. He might not like me sitting here watching him. I'll back up a little bit. I did not put any supplements in this food, other than like one blade of wheatgrass. I just want to see if he consumes the food. The only cooked food in here is like half of a tablespoon of the dry food. This is really his first full day on mostly raw. He's had no cooked canned food. Yesterday the vet said it would take about 24 hours for the sedative to come out of his system. So it's just about 24 hours now. It is 9 p.m. I just got back from running a few errands. And these are the two little dishes that Stella and Simba had. You can see that they're empty. So they enjoyed their food. I still have Splash's dish. I did not put this out because he wasn't eating at the time. I just covered this with like a paper plate and put it aside for later. And right now I'll put that out for him. And there's Splash. I want him to go eat. And here's Stella. Here's Stella. Look at this sleeping beauty. I wonder if the reason why they didn't finish all their food before was because they were saving some for Splash. They will do that. So there goes Stella, and there goes Splash. I hope Splash eats it, not Stella, because Stella ate. We're celebrating Boo officially becoming a house cat with homemade Boo cookies. Look how cute these are. They're made with a vintage cutout cookie recipe. They taste so good. It is 9:45 p.m. I just came downstairs to play with the cats for a little bit, and Stella is sleeping by the wheel, but she's sleeping with the rat. So tonight I had Stella and Simba come over to this wheel and eat treats off of the surface. So I would put a treat on the surface and then I would like slightly move the wheel when they went to try to eat it. Just to kind of get them less afraid of this wheel. I got them to the point where they would like put their paw on the wheel to get at the treat. Neither of them would actually like stand on the wheel, although I did pick both of them up and like place them on the wheel and tried to make them like understand to walk on it, but they jumped off the first chance they got. So this is going to be a very long process to try to get the cats to like walk or run on this wheel. Boo loves his scratching arch. Like he loves this brush arch. He uses it so many times over the course of the day. Like he'll rub up against it. Look now, like I try to play with him and he always wants to like sit under the arch. It is the funniest thing ever. He absolutely loves this arch. I'm starting to think if he had multiple arches, like he would be delusionally happy. See, even when he plays, he always wants to be touching his arch. "11:19 p.m. I'm sitting here playing with Boo. And look who's at the gate. It's Splash. He's laying there watching. Maybe he wants to play." I just noticed that Boo ate all of his food, like everything. There's not even like one little piece of dry food left. He even ate the wheatgrass. Okay, so Boo came out from under the love seat and Splash was hissing. And I think Splash is growling right now. I mean, I don't feel like the growling is coming from Boo. I think it's coming more from Splash. But it's weird because Splash is usually afraid. Like, he would usually like hiss and run. And right now he's still just sitting there. And Boo went back under the love seat. Poor Boo.